Hi, well it's Sunday morning, the 6th of May, and I'm here at the debsconeag Ice Caves parking lot. I swapped out my baseball cap for something that'll be warmer in the cave, and I'm just packing up my bag. To go in the bag, I want my emergency kit. It's got flares and fire starter and a warm blanket. Pair of gloves, 2 headlamps, and a warm top. I'm also carrying a GPS with fresh batteries, and the headlamps each have fresh batteries. It's not that long of a hike, so I'm not really worried about battery use, and it's not that big of a cave, but I do want to stay warm, and I do want to stay comfortable. So they say the temperature in the cave is pretty much about a constant 39 degrees. It's only 50 degrees today, so I don't have to worry about a terrific change in temperature. So I'm going to finish packing my bag, and I guess I'll be on my way. Okay, so I'm on my way, and I probably should have mentioned that this is a camelback, so I'm already carrying plenty of water, in case you noticed that I hadn't packed any of that. But here's the trail. And you know how I love wooden bridges. And here's the signpost that tells us which way to the ice caves. The last time I tried to come out to these caves, the road was flooded and there was no way to get here. I thought maybe I'd ride my bike, even though the road was closed, because you can do that with a bike sometimes. But they were launching boats on the road, and so it didn't seem like a good idea. So I'm really happy to be here, and I guess maybe the 3rd year since I first heard of this place, so I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm only about a half mile in, and already I'm warm enough that I'm taking off my outer shirt, and I've removed my hat to reveal my beautiful haircut. Isn't it lovely? I got my head shaved just before I left on this trip, because if you have to be bathing from a jug that you heat up in the parking lot next to your car, you want it this short. This trail is just full of moose turds of varying ages and degrees of decomposition, which tell us that moose come through here quite a lot. So I come out here onto what looks like an old logging road, and it's not really apparent where the trail goes. The GPS points somewhat backward, but you look up that way and you look down that way, and look, there's the trail marker. It would have been nice if there'd been a turn here marker, which is 2 dots. But nobody did that. It's all right. Nobody's lost, so it's okay. This is somebody's habitual restroom. This bunch here is maybe yesterday's, and that bunch back there maybe the day before. But there's a whole bunch others that are maybe a couple weeks old. My friends are always teasing me that I take pictures of animal dung in the woods. But, you know, sometimes that's a safety issue. Because, for instance, this morning on the road in, I saw a big pile of bear shit. And when you see something like that, you want to know how fresh it is. And because I had been on the road yesterday about 5 in the afternoon, and it hadn't been there, I knew it was at least between yesterday about 5:30 and this morning, which makes it pretty fresh. So I had to stop and check it, because it's all fine and dandy if it's started to develop a skin on it, but if it's still warm, you just kind of forget about whatever else you were doing and you get out of there. Because if it's still warm, that means the bear is very close by. And that can be very important information for you when you're in the woods. So I've come to a trail junction, and I had thought maybe I'd look at the scenic lookout after I go to the caves, but it looks like I won't want to go after, so I'm going to go up there now. They maybe don't have to put up a sign to tell us we're here, because it seems kind of self-evident. This here is a scenic outlook. Yeah, I would say so, yeah. I think I would get that without anyone having to put up a sign. Mr. GPS says that we're only 300 some odd feet from the ice cave standing here. But the trail sign oddly says that we are about 3/10 of a mile from there, which is a significant difference. And I'm guessing that the trail goes around this, because I bet that's the ice caves down there. But if it's all right with you, I'd just as well go around and take the trail. Now, if I understand my facts correctly, these aren't actual, technically ice caves, because for it to be a true ice cave, it has to be the same ice present in the cave year-round, permanent ice. And in these particular ice caves, according to my understanding, it is constantly melting and reforming ice. So even though there's ice year-round, it isn't technically an ice cave. Well, here we are, and this iron thing here, this big staple, I guess indicates where the entrance is. All right then, so I think it's time for me to get suited up and go down into the hole. If you've been following my story at all, you know that this is pants-wettingly frightening for me. So maybe I'll just pee before I go down, eh? Okay, now I'm dressed to go inside the cave, and I'm wearing the brighter, I decided on the brighter of my two headlamps. So, down in there, I guess. I won't be filming for a couple of minutes, you bet, eh? So here's the ladder I just came down. And in there is the cave. And the icicles. But those footprints only go that far. And then you can see where the guy scrambled to come back. So I am not going any farther down in there. So that's it. If there had been a safe landing down there at the bottom of the ladder, or if I hadn't been alone, I could have gone in there and figured how to get up past that little ice flow. But at the bottom of the ladder, there's only about 4 inches of foot space that you can perch on, and then you're sliding down. And it looked like the guy before me got out with a belly crawl. But I didn't have full confidence that I would be able to reach any of the holds, because I don't know how tall that guy was, and I'm not very tall. So I went down in as far as I could safely go, and I came back up. We're good. My mother would not enjoy watching me do this. So do you guys have a plan for getting back up?
What's that?
No, I said I didn't have ropes.
there.
That's why I didn't go in. That's good. So what's the best way down? So I wasn't going to go down in there, but then these people came. So I wasn't alone anymore. And I went down in, and it was pretty incredible.